sure what he knows about this one, because I think he knows the title and what it means. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready to begin.
I'm not sure I am.
Logopolis. Mr. H. Bid Mead. Part. Okay.
Paddy Kingsland's doing music again?
Oh, good, good. Oh, it's the TARDIS.
No, it's not.
Oh no, it's not! Oh, wow.
He said at the end of the last one, I'm going to get it overhauled, right? Didn't he? Just right there.
Doctor? Look, whenever you see me in this part of the TARDIS pacing up and down like this, be a good chap and then drop.
Oh!
This is terribly
Another unseen TARDIS room. I wonder, all TARDIS is the same, like, in terms of the interior. Or...
They're customizable.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if I had a TARDIS, I would not have all these rooms. I wouldn't have an abandoned
Just keep it
hospital.
nice and small.
Yeah, I'd have the control room, at least one, and a all-purpose living room,
General
kitchen, and a bed.
In the living room.
Okay, actually, no.
This in mind, gone away well. Honestly, I'll take a parcel to it's my home from home. It's called.
So they're still not going to Gallifrey, right?
No.
Well, at least we're back on Earth. Australian, okay. Once again out of England then. Oh, do they have the same, like, sort of driving side, like, arrangement as us? You know, where What's so...
We're not in Australia. She's Australian, but this is England.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, but...
I understand
maybe they
the confusion.
Maybe they do, though. I actually don't know.
Britain is. That's the one place where we can find it.
Logopolis? I thought we were going to Earth.
That's the other place. We're going to Logopolis afterwards.
You mean we're going to make
We're going to go everywhere but Gallifrey. We're just going to... That's going to be the rest of the show, continually putting off Gallifrey.
We're going to miss them, aren't
And K9 too.
Yes. Still, future lives this way.
Had to remind us.
So the convenience circuit's stuck
Exactly.
in Totter's yard.
Yeah, in our Totter's yard.
You don't Totter's yard.
Yes.
Totters.
I should have waited.
Place.
It's the junkyard in Unearthly Child.
Oh!
What's happening up there?
Oh!
I sometimes think you should have been born with wings. Rats.
That'll be useful. You know, I've never thought about the actual functionalities of a police box like that. I've always just thought of it as the TARDIS.
I think most people do nowadays.
Yeah.
Paul's work.
Pushes. Pushes.
Oh. If that is a TARDIS, then that's...
Everything is a TARDIS now. You're always going to be suspicious.
Yeah, I mean...
It's a hat stand. It's a TARDIS. She's a TARDIS.
After Melker, that could very well be the case. The music and her steps are kind of in time. Alright, well, this will be interesting. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Yeah, the Master. Every single story now is going to be a Master story. Just like in the John 30 days, we're going to get 20 in a row.
Yeah. Actually, every single story from now on has the Master in it.
Oh, good, good. Like, script editor. It's the same as the writer for this one.
Yeah.
He edited his own script.
Yes, he did.
Okay. Fair enough. That's not happened before.
Yes, it has, but they've been pseudonymed. I don't know why this one wasn't.
Then you'd better come along with
That
us.
thing.
But he's still about.
I love how everybody gets that one.
Unreal.
Wait until you meet the people who run it.
They're even unrealer.
Can you swim?
Yeah.
Good. Materialize the TARDIS underwater.
I was going to say, go to the TARDIS' swimming pool.
The water sluices in and floods out the whole time.
Could have picked a nicer body of water than the Thames. Something a bit cleaner, maybe.
And bigger, surely. Than the Thames.
Oh, I'm sure the Thames is big.
Exponential cross field.
Well, the interior of the TARDIS, yeah.
Good.
Oh, they're already.
You must have touched bottom.
Until I'm a word of him.
You might want to take that back.
Who's that?
They missed.
Oh, word.
There's something not quite right about all of this.
The master.
He made this boat and planted it here at the exact time.
So this must be the way out.
Not quite.
At least take you back.
Door.
Kind of reminds me of the pirate planet, is it called? Yeah.
Ah, yes. The Mentiads. Blends in perfectly, unlike his.
Logopolis.
Yes, here.
Logopolis. Welcome.
She's so out of her
Time
depth.
has changed little for either. Patrick, you explain.
What's a pharos?
Ancient Greek for lighthouse.
Famous Earth project. Transmit signals to remote planet.
I'm surprised Tegan
I
was
was
like,
gonna
what?
say, how does Tegan know? Oh yeah, that's just Greek for lighthouse. Maybe being a air stewardess means you have to learn ancient Greek.
Maybe.
Maybe she learned modern Greek for all the trips she goes to Greece.
Yeah.
And it's the same in modern Greek?
You don't want them with you in the TARDIS. What I say.
Or she accidentally learned the ancient Greek word for lighthouse when she meant to learn the modern Greek one. It happens. That's my explanation.
Perhaps you would like to see more of Logopolis.
The rest of the story is just a sightseeing tour.
Here's people doing maths.
Can you give me some idea how
Here's some
long
more
we're
people
away?
doing maths.
Sorry.
Adrian!
Oh,
Nissa! How did you get here?
A friend of the doctor's brought me. He's here, so who's Nissa?
She's the friend who helped me on Traken.
Is the doctor here?
In the TARDIS.
Hi.
Why would that mean anything to her?
Hi, Jackie.
Do you remember, Tegan, when I was on
It
Tracken?
may be only
But the doctor's in there!
yeah, Nissa said, a friend of the doctor's. I have a feeling that might be.
Who do you think it might be?
a certain.
That wouldn't make sense. Because the Master now looks like her dad.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Her dad went
yeah,
missing.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, even if the new Master was based on Tree Mass, yeah,
I
then
suppose not
it still
necessarily.
looks kind of different but similar. I don't know if it'd be enough for. What other friend? Romania? Did she come back? When we left off, things were happening.
We're on Logopolis.
Yes, the planet of myths.
Planet of maths, pretty much.
Yep.
Block transfer. Nissa's there.
Yes. Yes.
Edric's there. Tegan is there.
Everyone is here.
Everyone's here. I've not noticed a difference, to be honest. I don't know where they would have put in.
Well, there haven't been that many
No.
effects-driven things.
And
Maybe
now we
the
have the
last-
laser battle in space, so.
maybe the last episode is just one big, like...
It's all
special-
CGI.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the intro, coincidentally. And the TARDIS was.
Okay, there, that must be it then.
It may be.
Yeah, that looks a bit different.
Oh, that looks a lot cleaner. Oh wow, that looks very, CG.
That's new, yeah.
The honor of Logopolis is at stake.
You shall display it in the Logopolis Museum.
Demon here.
Oh.
At last, Doctor. At last, I've cut you down to something.
Is it the same actor, or is it someone who...
He played Treemas? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Trick.
I think Tegan's already well adjusted to the happenings of Doctor Who.
Came here to find you. Father.
Oh no! That answers my question from before.
You're smart. What 25 the doctor?
Oh, yes, the doctor can certainly help us. Here, wear this.
No. Yeah,
Keep this
that's...
in mind. Remember to tell no one that you've seen me.
I can hear a little bit of Roger Delgado in his voice. Just a bit.
I'm going to stop him. It's the last thing I do.
Well, you've done it before,
Yes,
so...
sir.
Did you find him?
No.
Nissa!
Oh, not that again. Oh, right, okay, here we go.
Here we are then.
That's the man who brought me some drug.
Ah.
He's
Oh, right.
So let go.
Logopolis is dead. The entropy you released is eroding your systems too. It should be absurd. The power is weak. Some freak interference. The unraveling will spread out into the whole universe is reduced to nothing. The voids will be closing.
So that's how they got into E-Space in the first place. Because these guys made the CVEs to hold the whole universe together.
Wow.
But now the Master stopped it.
Could have made the E-Space... whatever the name for a collection of 5 is.
Together then.
But Doctor!
I've never chosen my own company. You said it was you who contacted me and begged me to help you find your father. Your own curiosity got you into this. Adric, a stowaway.
Very harsh truths.
Followed us from the central register.
Battle stations.
The man's a murderer.
Come on, you said you mean it.
He knows it.
Last hope.
Once again, uneasy allies.
Yeah,
Wow.
Anthony Ainley is the
Okay.
new one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I quite remembered his name from Keeper.
But he wasn't playing the Master for most of that.
But yeah, I'm really liking this one.
Yeah, yeah. It's quite high stakes, isn't
Yes. Yes.
it? Which we haven't had in a while.
On the day of I'm going after him.
Tegan.
Nice.
That's where I'm from.
Yes. Master's TARDIS.
And the use of the same set.
I was thinking it does look quite similar.
Well, they replicated the Faris project, so
Oh, yeah, yeah.
that's where they are now.
The actual one.
I am using your TARDIS.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, still don't know who it
To
is.
you.
We're beyond space and time.
I think I can
That
see
must
it.
be the entropy field. Where's the Earth?
I can't see it.
It's there.
Earth's galaxy has a few more hours.
I can't see Traken. Master killed my stepmother. And then my father. And now the world that I grew up in. Blotted out forever.
We've still got to get across to the antenna control room. I agree.
I agree too.
Yeah.
I agree as long as it gets me to the airport. Ooh. Yeah, very good music, this story. You said it was Paddy Kingston.
It's Paddy Kingston, yeah.
Right.
Intruders!
Should have shot him.
Now why?
We are the aliens. I mean, they are.
Yeah, but at the same time, you wouldn't immediately get them to be. Yeah, for some reason I just had a lapse in thought and thought the master had derailed everything.
The universe is hanging on a thread. A single recursive pulse down that cable and the CVE would close forever.
Well, he's not done it yet.
The whole system could do it.
But I have a feeling he could very well.
Turn on the Doctor.
The message that follows is vital to the future of you all. The CVE. It's all mine. You are a gymnast.
Charlie. Charlie. No. No. All the times. Tom. Yeah. I'm gonna go through every instance of the word doctor ever. Oh, master. Why?
Doctor? Doctor? Doctor?
Harry.
Doctor! Doctor!
has been prepared for. But watch.
He was the doctor all the time.
What? Oh yeah, of course. My heart is beating very fast. Yeah.
Ugh, it's when Sarah appears. I can't help it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh jeez, man. Yeah, I remembered when the doctor was on the little bridge.
Yeah, we always used to reenact that scene as kids.
in the swimming pool on the little ladder.
I was so sure at the beginning that you knew Logopolis was the last Tom Baker one.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I guess. I remember when I was a lot younger. Aside from the pool thing, I used to like watch videos of some of the like regenerations and the final moments, and the last one that I remembered was Tom's, and then of course when I saw the scene, it came back to me, and that's when I knew. Yeah,
And
not
you'd
much
get it,
of Tom.
and
left.
you'd get it at some point.
Yeah, that particular bit, the very end. The best time it could have happened, honestly. Oh man, that was very thrilling.
It's depressing, is what it is. It's the whole thing. There's very little comedy in that one. It's very much, epilogue. We're finished now, and we've had 7 years.
7 years. I've been thinking how much of Tom could there possibly be left. I mean, we've been going for so long. I wouldn't be surprised if there was more than this. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like 1 or 2 more seasons. I had a feeling that maybe there'd be another master season or something. Maybe this is how that would end.
Well, he got away there at the end, so...
Yeah. Tom's gone then, yeah.
Doctor number 5.
5. What, do you remember when we started watching Tom?
When we first watched Robot?
Yeah.
I think it was probably about a year ago.
Also, I want to point out that little...
Have you been seeing him there the whole time?
No. Well, I knew something was there, but I just never really thought much of it. I didn't really look at it.
Yeah, so there was wondering, that's the Blu-ray. It's the Blu-ray menu screen. It's of Tom Baker doing that, and it's got the Master in it. It's got the Melker in it, and it's got the Watcher on it right there.
Yeah, I think I don't know. But you might have
who is Peter Davison? It turns out.
You might.
So that's why he was always like, he knows what's going to happen. It's the Doctor's friend. And the Doctor, all the way through this story, was like, I'm fearing the worst. There's one last hope. I'm going to do it even if it's the last thing I do. And
I think
we got introduced to Tegan in this story as well.
Kind of. She was like, it was sort of established. Yeah.
He was still there at the end, so we kind of got 3 companions again.
Yeah, back to an older time when there was 3.
Yeah. This season, for me, it's not the strongest season altogether, but there's such a tone about it, and for me it holds together so well thematically throughout this whole season. Again, possibly doesn't come through on a first watch, but the theme throughout the whole season is kind of entropy, chaos, death, destruction, but also regeneration is kind of a theme for this whole season.
A little bit.
So if you think about the Leisure Hive, they have the regeneration generator or something?
Yeah.
Where they go in and it makes you younger.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Doctor at the end becomes old and then he becomes younger again. Full circle is all about how that whole society have been evolving and changing, and they die off, and then they evolve again, and it all goes round and it comes round and it regenerates. The cycle. State of Decay is all about the vampires and very sort of death and entropy. Entropy was mentioned again in Keeper of Dragon right at the
Just
end.
entropy.
That is the season. That is the theme.
That makes all the sense now that you mention it. I've not often thought about Doctor Who thematically.
This season in particular, rather than like the Keats Time has a very plot-driven arc.
Yeah, a lot of it is plot-driven.
But this is a theme-driven arc, which I really appreciate about it.
Okay. Yeah, the whole e-space thing. I feel like instead of that, it could have, maybe they could have acted, I guess, more on what you're suggesting and really sort of further drive home
that theme.
All those themes of entropy and
well, that was sort of tied in with the
a bit,
charged vacuum emboidments, and
a bit.
That's what's holding back the entropy.
Sure, but I guess. But like with the E-Space trilogy, it sort of feels like that is just sort of in the background, and then toward the end, that's when they really start going with it.
Well, that was kind of again almost a setup for this.
Yeah, it's like
in case you didn't realise, that was the finale for the season.
I was thinking, because I mean, this is the 7th story in the season.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it says disc 7, and there's normally 5.
Well, there's no more 6-parters anymore. So they've added an extra story in. Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking this seems to be going on for a while.
Yeah.
But okay.
Christopher Bidmead, script editor, that was his only season.
Huh. Okay.
So he's gone now.
Okay.
Barry Letts has gone again now because John Nathan Turner is fully inaugurated as producer.
I look forward to his future producing endeavours.
It's pretty much, from 3 stories ago, it's pretty much an entirely new cast. 3 stories ago we had Tom Baker and Romana on K9.
Oh, yeah.
And now we've got Peter Davison, Nyssa, Tegan and Adric. It's just...
Well, not quite yet. We haven't started.
Well...
We've barely seen it.
But what do you think of Peter Davison so far?
I think he's brilliant. He's the best Doctor. Well, he might be. I don't know.
Do you want to say what you think about Tom Baker compared to the other 3, or do you not want to do that? I'll leave that up to you, if you want to say how he compares. I don't want to make you compare him to the others.
Okay, I'll leave that, maybe come back to it, we'll see. But yeah, Tom Baker, what a Doctor, I have to say. I mean, completely different to all the other ones, of course, but
it took you a while to get there, though.
Yeah,
It took you 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, at first I was a little bit okay, we'll see. But I think a lot of that might have been because I was already quite familiar with John, and so, I sort of liked him more based on that. But after a bit of time, a couple of seasons, I started to sort of get Tom.
Yeah.
And his unpredictability kind of, and craziness. But
there's probably a moment in one of our videos where you can go and actually see you realising,
you see the progression.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might go do that actually.
Watch the playlist.
Yeah.
Well, at the time of recording this, I've just uploaded Charlotte, so now we're sort of about a season in front, which I think is a good safe place to be. What do you think of the whole run?
Of Tom Baker?
7 years.
7 years. I mean, it just completely dwarfs all the other ones.
It does.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of impressed, how well they were able to sort of carry on, Tom Baker's rendition. He never got sort of boring.
No, he didn't.
Which I've found with, some of the companions, kind of.
Really?
Yeah, I think we discussed this, Sarah Jane Smith kind of just fell into the background, and
Okay.
I don't know, but like, yeah, I don't know. There sometimes comes a point where you can get a bit sort of tired of certain characters, but yeah, for 7 years, I'm very impressed that Tom and all the different writers and producers managed to keep it going well.
I think that kind of helps as well, because you do have almost the three parts of it. You have the Philip Hinchcliffe,
Yes. Oh man. Yeah. He
You
is
have-
great.
you have the Graham Williams,
Uh-huh.
and then you have the Christopher Bidney, which is just this season.
Sure.
You can almost split it up into those three.
Yeah.
Or Graham Williams / Douglas Adams, I've ever seen.
Yeah.
In lots of ways.
Yeah, the times that Douglas Adams was working on this show were some very bright spots.
Okay.
I would like to see a show made by Douglas Adams starring Tom Lincoln.
But it's called Doctor Who.
No, something else.
A different one.
Yeah, an original show. That would have been.
I don't think that's going to happen now.
No,
I'm afraid.
obviously not. But that would have been the best show ever.
Yeah, it would have been.
We'll go back in time and make it happen. I think I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay.
Okay, it was a fitting and thrilling ending to a great Doctor. I think that's probably the best I can come up with, and the most appropriate, because that's what I thought was fine.
I don't think I have anything else I want to talk about for this. I think we've covered it.
How many times have you seen this?
This story.
Or this season?
The season. No, I think I've only seen the season all the way through just the one time, or the twice now.
Yeah.
Logopolis I've probably seen 3 times.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll see you next time for some.
Yes. Peter Davison.
Yeah.